Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium early on in the year. So for Oregon now, it's your turn to get a little bit of payback. Oregon's recruited extremely well. They've got playmakers on both sides of the ball, but you've got to show up to stop this Ohio State defending national champion team here, David.
Yeah, and Oregon, don't forget, they were the best team all year long in the regular season. So, this team was so good, they had a bad day. It was a bad day to have a bad day, but now you get to come out, exact some revenge, take it to Ohio State and show them that was a one-time thing. We're still running the Big Ten.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but all.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Caught near the sideline, it's Tate.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down the water play to come up with the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Sayed. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tate. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Peoples. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to throw again. Right on the money. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Got it set up on the outside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Peoples. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Release to the back. Pulls it in, it's Ball. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Makes the grab. It's Tate. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes need to pick it up on fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're dealing with a second and long. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And look, I know this this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of the drive, it's the end around. And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home, stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at the Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. It's a really good timing between those two on that play.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Snagged in the middle, it's ball. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's ball. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The sure hands. It's Whittington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got some room to run. Touchdown Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Tate. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards. Second and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at second and 7. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the back foot so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's low. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Moore to the air. Finds the tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Under fire. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
He'll start this drive firing. That's reeled in. It's Peoples. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finds his tight end. And the Buckeyes have enough for the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Ohio State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football or put my quarterback in great great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Rides to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going up top. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So